The following is a presentation of TFNN. The Tiger Technician Hour with your host, Basil Chapman. Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Now, Basil Chapman.
Good morning, everyone. Basil Chapman here, Tiger Technicians Hour. Let me just do this for 1 second. Oh, come on. Let's just put that in there and put that in there. That's all. Just wait. Okay. So within the context of what we're looking at here market-wise, you've got, I'll just show you what happened to the E-mini. E-mini had the 8:30 report, had a big spike to the upside, ran, went to a peak E in the Chapman wave, that peak D to E. You got to be a little bit careful. What happened right there at that high of 6,000? Let me just check on the number. Okay, there it is. On the number, which is, I've got it right here. 6123.25 in the E-mini futures. It suddenly at 10 o'clock, as I'm about to give the news, whoosh, big slide to the downside. And that's at a peak E in the 1 minute chart, peak D in the 5 minute chart, and a peak E in the 10 minute chart. Now I think there's going to be a little bit of attempt at a stabilization. Now I can get you to the report. Just did the news. The news was, as it was happening, I gave you the rundown. I'll just do it again. Dow down 75 at 44,674. Really just an eye blink away from an all-time high. A recovery high, which is at 45,054. The 4th of December was 45,073. That was the all-time high. So we're going to monitor this very closely because there's this cup formation or V-shaped formation in the weekly chart. It's a cup and handle potential. If it goes too long, it won't be the handle anymore. But if it's able to rally to the 45,000 by early next week, that's going to be very important. So as I'm looking at this, we're going to go to the S&P, which actually was very close to the all-time high. It went to 6101, all-time high 6128. So this, the market is really resilient. It's holding well. And all I can say is that within the context of everything that I'm looking at, I suspect that we're in a situation where we're looking at, how do I put this? We're looking at a situation that says if whatever the news was at 10 o'clock that came out to really disturb the market, as I give you the different sectors that are important, you'll see that there's really a rotation going on through the different sectors. We've seen that the tech sector it's been, individual stocks have gone to all-time highs, but they are also pulling back from those highs. And it's a real struggle. It's not like it's just a clean sweep going up and that's it, because now everything's hunky-dory. All I can say is that it's a very selective move. And because of that, you've got to be participating, and that's what I'm trying to do for subscribers, is to try to participate in the sectors that are working. The ones that were fantastic are kind of slowing down now, and the others are coming to fruition. You'll see what I mean. Look, here's the QQQ. It's kind of struggling here. It's down $1.95 at 527.66. Kind of struggling. IWM is doing better. It's not great yet, but it's certainly doing better, and it's walking the 9-period moving average. It's down 85 cents right now, 227.82. I went to a peak E. I didn't put that in yesterday. Peak E right there. And that, so far, I mean, it's holding okay. It's not great, but it's holding okay. And within that context, you've got probably a leg B here. I don't want to do it too quickly because it's been covered. But in the meantime, so the IWM, we've got to monitor that quite closely. That's going to go together with something I'll talk about in a moment. But let's just do this. We've got the SMHs, and that's very important. So the SMHs, semiconductors, had a big pop to the upside. They went to 250.48. They're now at 246.29. Not good. We've got the, as I'm looking at it, we've got the, I need to go through this very carefully. Gold, I want to see where gold is right now, because gold started to pull back a little bit for a peak D yesterday. In the Chapman wave methodology, there was a move that went to a peak D back in mid-January, pulled back for to 3 days, and the fourth day went to E/A, F/B, G/C, and then to a D. And if it goes a little higher than this, that's going to say that gold is acting very well and for a particular reason. And I suspect that reason is that the dollar has started to weaken, and now we've got the symmetry between the counterpoint of the dollar. Oh, what did I do? Oh, come on. All right, I'll get back to that. That's darn. Doing two things at once. So here's, if I can do this correctly, let me see. Dollar. There we go. DXY. The dollar is down. Not too much down. It was actually unchanged at 107.70. But this is not going to become a cup formation. This is becoming a reverse pyramid or Eiffel Tower, straight up, straight down pattern. So the dollar's been struggling since it did 110.18 peak F, top back in mid-January. And although it's a peak C in the weekly chart, I think that the dollar is telling us that it's taking a well-deserved digestive phase, and that gives the gold a little bit of leeway to go to the upside. Now look at this. This is going to be very important because within the context of, if I can just get this back again. Oh, come on. Okay, I don't want to mess with that. Within the context of rallying, it hasn't done anything like gold, but it's catching up nicely. Look, today it's up 31 cents at 32.93. 33.33 was my target for Monday. Monday, in this cup formation, Chapman wave inside track, repellent, dash green repellents, target lines. Yep, that's the way it is, and it's only a leg B in the weekly, so this could play some catch-up. Meantime, back at the ranch, this is what you've got. You've got a huge move, a breakout move in the daily, not the weekly. Weekly's got a long way to go to. It's going to go to 4.85. But right now you're at 4.59, up 13 cents. That's a big move in the copper pattern. And yesterday, remember, we spent some time, I said, FCX, lousy chart pattern, but it is starting to move very nicely to the upside. It's done it before. This is not good enough unless it gaps up and holds the gap. That's when we were talking about yesterday, where it kind of pulled back, filled the gap, and today it's gapped up again. This is Freeport McMoran Inc. copper. It's actually copper and other metals. And lo and behold, it's not a very pretty pattern in the monthly chart because it broke the support level. Not a pretty pattern in the weekly chart because it went under the 200-period moving average. But in 1 week, it's gone below the 37.89 200-period moving average down to the 34.89 level on the 3rd of February, and now it's sharply above that. That's a good sign. What was the other? Oh, the other one was SCCO. This is Southern Copper, molybdenum, zinc, lead, silver, gold, Mexico, Peru, they're digging, and it's up sharply. It's up 4.40 at 99.01. I'll be right back.
If you're looking for potential trading setups in the stock market, then Rocket Equities and Options Report is a newsletter you should try. Tommy O'Brien delivers options and equity trades when the markets present them using a combination of fundamentals and technicals. Sign up for Rocket Equities and Options Report today with a 30-day money-back guarantee so you have nothing to risk. For all the details and to start your subscription today, visit the front page of TFNN.com. TFNN, educating investors.
In the world of trading, only a few names stand out like Larry Pesavento, a pro's pro with over 50 years of experience. Larry has seen it all. A former Chicago Mercantile Exchange member, Larry has authored 10 books and trained over 1,000 traders with his unmatched expertise. Introducing Fibonacci 24/7, Larry Pesavento's daily trading service that turns the complexity of markets into opportunities. Published every Sunday, receive a comprehensive report packed with detailed commentary, charts, charts, and videos that illuminate the patterns shaping the markets, with updates throughout the week exclusively for subscribers. Whether through charts or videos, Larry's analysis is your roadmap to navigating the markets. You can sign up now at TFNN.com for just $97. And with all TFNN newsletters backed by a 30-day money-back guarantee, you have nothing to risk. For all the details, visit TFNN.com. You'll find Fibonacci 24/7 right under the newsletters tab.
Many trading newsletters attempt to focus on a narrow set of equities or commodities. While this works for some, it oftentimes misses many opportunities that possess huge gain potential. But how is an independent trader supposed to scan the entire market looking for these hidden opportunities? One simple answer: the opening call newsletter. Basil Chapman, developer of the Chapman Wave trading methodology, has been trading the markets for longer than most trading influencers have been alive. And over that time, he has honed his methodology in order to accurately call movements in a wide range of equities, from semiconductors to uranium to key indices and so much more. Basil is old school, taking the time to educate the trader while also giving his insights into key indices, selective stocks, and more. Opening call subscribers also receive access to dozens of educational live streams that can be accessed at any time for your edification. All first-time subscribers receive a 30-day money-back guarantee. So ignore the pop trading influencers and start learning time-tested technical analysis.
TFNN has launched the Tiger's Den, hosted at Discord. TFNN has been educating traders for more than 20 years with live programming hosted by a variety of professional traders during market hours. The Tiger's Den, available to all tigers and tigresses for just $1 for the year. There's no catch or added costs when you join our community of traders. Sign up today and become a part of this educational community of traders. Just visit the front page of TFNN.com.
Hi folks, we're back and we're looking in the den. I mentioned Doximity, DOCS. Yep, very sharp move, up 30%, up 18 at 76.31. Yeah, it surprised me, but I was looking at this recently. I love the pattern, but it was within a rectangle. And a rectangle, I may as well do this Technical Friday. A rectangle formation can last a lot longer than your patience. And look at this. It went on. I'll move this. Oh, you can see it here in the weekly chart. I already had drawn it in. So there it is, the high that was made at 61.75 back in the week of November the 15th, had a low on November the 22nd of 47.66. And look, it got stuck in that range. And I'd already drawn it. I thought this is really for subscribers to opening call. Doximity, marketing platform for pharma and health systems, medical, anything that can be cost effective, I think is good. And I remember many times seeing my wife when she was looking through charts, medical charts for her patients, she would use, I'd see Doximity. So I thought, this is something to keep in mind, but it was stuck. And lo and behold, it wasn't stuck for long because look at this big spike today. It must be earnings and it's up very sharply. So it made a peak, what we call in the Chapman Wave, when it makes a double top, but it doesn't fractionally make that leg D. I call that a peak C1, C2, and it did that for 1 week, and this week, whoosh, to the upside. So that's very good. 107.79 was its all-time high after its IPO in 2021. Around about 40, it screamed up to 107.79. On the September of 2021, it came down to 1971 in September of 2023, 2 years later. That is quite a tumble, right? 80% something. And here we are up back near the all-time highs. I wouldn't say near the all-time highs, going towards the all-time highs. Okay, so that's Doximity. Question came in, could I look at Costco? I want to do every question right now as I'm going through the panoply of market movers and segments that we want to be looking at. Where was it? Just to finish up SEC. All right. Let me just do this. So Costco was a question. I'll get there. Yeah, so in the pattern that I had drawn for subscribers, I showed a cup formation going to a second cup formation, and we wanted to see if by this coming week, the 100, is that 100 or 99? 99.96 level that was made on the 17th of January, if that could be tagged. Well, today we went to 99.69. I would say 99.69, just under 99.96 is very close. Not close enough, because what I want to see is a push even 1 penny above that previous high. And that says now you've started a new leg A to the upside, because you went to a lower low and you've gone to a higher high. But at the same time, the stochastic at 48% needs to be in the, at this point, the start of a move, only a leg A. At 48% is good, but I would like to see 57 to 63% in this particular move because of that weekly chart. This is not just an engulfing, but if we could do that, if we could do that today, that would be a weekly engulfing of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 weeks, 8 weeks almost, 7 weeks. That would be an incredible thing. Anyway, it needs a lot of work, but that pullback, this is Southern Copper, that pullback that was the last 3 months underneath the 14-period moving average, not this month so far, but it did go under it, sharply under it, and held this uptrend line, the Chapman Wave Inside Track propellant zone, rather than make it a repellent zone. So that's important. So I should mention that we are long. We were very fortunate in getting just a couple of pullbacks under the number that I wanted today. And that's why I sent the newsletter out early this morning, earlier than usual, I should say. All right, so what was, Costco. So Costco, been fantastic. It's just been an absolute leader, and you can see why. I mean, first of all, their products are really good. I always think, I made a joke, what is it, like 10 years ago, maybe more. First of all, they weren't jokes, they were just comments, let's put it that way. Do they make the little can for the tuna? Do they string it and then put all those cans down in the water and the tuna just flows right through and it just cuts it off perfectly? Because that's what they do with the apples. I mean, apples, peaches, whatever it is in those plastic containers that have maybe cups, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, maybe 12, right? That's why it's always difficult for us just without, empty nesters for 2 people to buy 12, whatever it is, and try to eat them up before they go rotten. But they're perfect. I don't know how they do that. The apples fit perfectly in the little plastic cup. The peaches, the apricots, the plums, everything. It's just amazing what they do. I like it, and also like to go there. If I ever do go, I don't go very often over the year. I don't even know if I get my value in terms of money, but it's just fun to do, and sometimes it's a really good thing to do. But I like Saturday. You go there at about 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock, and then you just keep whisking around those carts with the food that you can taste. I like that. That's just kind of fun. All right, so we've got weekly chart, a doji candle with a potential peak E today if there's no new high. Now, I checked this out, but I completely forgot to write this in. 1,063 yesterday was the high. It opens at a round number 1,050.00, pops up to 1,063.00, and closes at 1,044.20. Today, the high is 1,047 was the open, round number. It's trading right now at 1,045. To me, that is just hinting that it's becoming a little bit toppy. There's nothing, I mean, look at this. Stochastic flat at 95% in the daily. On balance volume is not even overbought. MACD is still expanding. The histogram is still moving between the 9-period differential and the red line, the 26-period exponential moving average. It's still expanding. It hasn't flattened yet. The relative strength index is still rallying very nicely. Not as high as it is. It's at a high. That's a very good thing. And the weekly chart, the 9-period moving average, is still way over the 14, just like it is in the daily. And the MACD this week crossed back to positive, and the stochastics at 62% needs a little room to move. So that's fantastic. So I'm not sure. It was just a question of Costco, if I could look at it. The weekly chart looks to me like I'm going to do this in gray. So when I'm a little unsure, about what the lettering is, I put it in with either an alternate count, but underneath the high that was made the previous, if there's a peak, I put it in greater, so I'm still not sure. Why? Because at F, it means it's kind of getting a little toppy. At B, it says, are you kidding? We could still go to a peak C. And at D, if the stochastic gets to 80%, that's going to be fabulous. So as it stands right now, what we're looking at is Costco. And now let me just do this because it's always nice to get, this is a good day to be able to get perspective. Look at this. I'm going to move it out there. Look at those beautiful cup patterns. Now it's a much cup. Now it's a much tighter one and accelerating right through in this daily chart in this particular leg. So I'll give you, when we come back, the Dow's down 82, S&P is down 13. We'll be right back.
If you spend any time online researching trading techniques on how to begin your trading journey, you've no doubt come across many folks who push Forex trading as a way to make big money quickly. Unfortunately, there are equally as many stories of these so-called Forex professionals just looking to make a quick buck off aspiring traders without actually teaching the ins and outs of the Forex market. This is what sets Teddy Keckstack's The Tiger Forex Report off the riffraff. Every Monday, former Chicago Mercantile Exchange member and author Teddy Keckstack releases his Tiger Forex Report newsletter, where he dives into the complex world of Forex and takes time to actually teach you his methods that have made him so successful in the fast-paced and rewarding world of Forex trading. Furthermore, all subscribers receive access to archived live streams of Teddy's, where he provides university-level education to help you in Forex trading. All first-time subscribers receive a 30-day money-back guarantee. So what are you waiting for? Forex awaits.
Many trading newsletters attempt to focus on a narrow set of equities or commodities. While this works for some, it oftentimes misses many opportunities that possess huge gain potential. But how is an independent trader supposed to scan the entire market looking for these hidden opportunities? One simple answer: the opening call newsletter. Basil Chapman, developer of the Chapman Wave trading methodology, has been trading the markets for longer than most trading influencers have been alive. And over that time, he has honed his methodology in order to accurately call movements in a wide range of equities, from semiconductors to uranium to key indices and so much more. Basil is old school, taking the time to educate the trader while also giving his insights into key indices, selective stocks, and more. Opening call subscribers also receive access to dozens of educational live streams that can be accessed at any time for your edification. All first-time subscribers receive a 30-day money-back guarantee. So ignore the pop trading influencers and start learning time-tested technical analysis.
Building wealth trading in the stock market seems impossible to most people. They think it's too volatile and risky. Most people aren't going to take the time to educate themselves on how to do it right. But you're not most people, are you? At TFNN, you'll get the guidance you need to refine your strategies and techniques to invest like a pro. Because you'll be a pro. All TFNN subscriptions, books, software, and courses are available at TFNN.com. And I'm even going to tell you how to get them for less. Use TFNN's Tiger Dollars and you'll get up to a 20% bonus on your purchase. And once you apply them to your account, Tiger Dollars are automatically used for all future or recurring charges. Tiger Dollars also never expire, are fully transferable, and are a great way to add savings to your newsletters or services. Become the investor you were born to be at TFNN.com. TFNN, educating investors.
This portion of the Tiger Technicians Hour is brought to you by Direxion's daily leveraged and inverse ETFs. Whether you're a bull or a bear, you choose the direction. Visit Direxion.com. Investing in the funds involves significant risk and should only be utilized by investors who understand the impact of leverage and actively monitor their portfolio. They are not designed to track the underlying index or security for more than a day. Before investing, carefully consider a fund's investment objective, risk, charges, and expenses contained in the prospectus available at Direxion.com. Read carefully. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
Yeah, so then 1,063, let me make it clear. 1,063 round number high. That's the one in for now. I changed that. That should be 3 lowercase round number uppercase high. If there's even a tag of 1,063.50 or 1,065, that just negates that for the moment, and it says, okay, you're now free to go higher. And then what happens is, if it's trading right now 1,042.60, this might be just in a very short term. This could be a bit of a top, peak E. There could be an instant restart, but let's not talk about that right now. But where's the support? The support would be down between 1,028 and 1,020, going all the way into next week. That's right through until Friday a week. That'll be the support. If it gets taken out, if any day next week it closes under 1,020, that is, at least for Costco, a short-term top. We had the same thing with Walmart, which was fantastic. Walmart yesterday went to an all-time high. Today it went to an all-time high at 103.11, 103.11. And the reason is that both of these companies, Walmart and Costco, are just doing the right thing. They're in the sweet spot for the type of client that they need, and that's very good. If Walmart closes under 99, 100, I'd say 100. No, make it 99. 99 any day this week without making a new high, higher than today's high. That's going to be a bit of a problem, but so far they are leading. Okay, so next question. I had a whole bunch. I forgot to look at this. Whole bunch of questions here. Stocks to look at. So let me just get this right now, because I had another request, and the request was for AB. So AB is Alliance. Wait a minute. This is Alliance. Can I read that? Bernstein. Is that Alliance Bernstein Holding LP? Yeah, it is. So wait, what about it? Yeah, it had a huge move up today. It was tootling along at 39 yesterday. Today it spiked to 37.39. Oh, it was yesterday. And then it suddenly plunged down to 36. It's trading right now at 36.95. Now, I have a problem. What I do with this is, we just had that earlier on. I don't know if I can do it. I don't think I'm going to have enough time. But look, what I do is I don't put a halo around it. I put a rectangle, and I say, okay, to me, not the ends of today's parameters of 37.39 and the low of 36.40. I make it a little bit deeper. I could even go to the low of yesterday. Let's call it about 36. I start off kind of conservatively. So it's a little bit above today's high and a little bit below. And I'll put in a rectangle and say, if it snaps through to the upside strongly, then I can look at the next level of this big, ugly candle, and that would be kind of the midpoint of the candle, somewhere around 38. If it goes above there, where the 9 and 14 period moving averages are in the 38s, if it goes above there at any point in the next week, that's really positive. It means whatever happened yesterday, it was the wrong thing. But if it goes down, and if it closes underneath, in this case, 36.22 is my rectangle low, but the low yesterday was 35.93. If it closes under that, the 200-period moving average magnet of 35.66 becomes that becomes an attractor. It just goes bing. It'll just grab the price, and it'll keep that price contained. So this is in now. You've got parameters, very clear parameters. Breaking up, you want to see preferably 38.10 to the upside, freeze it up a little bit. And below at this point, 36.20 says there's a good chance you're going to break yesterday's low. Okay, got that. Next question is Oklo. OKLO. Another one that's always on my list. In fact, it used to be on my list when it was in the single digits down there. This is Oklo Inc., clean energy, also nuclear startup. Let's see the nuclear startup. So let's just look at it. Oh, up $8 today at 56.57. Let me just have a look at our. UEC, which we've had for a long time. This is UEC. Oh, that is a nice a takeoff from the 200-period exponential moving average. It was almost stopped out of this new latest iteration because we've had it from the 3s to the 6s. This is Uranium Energy Corporation. We've had it from the 6s to the 8s. And right now it is at 713. So that's uranium energy. Okay, so the energy group, let's see the other one. I just go uranium. Yeah, I must say there's a lot of work to be done in the uranium sector. It's individual stocks like Okla. Last year was one of our winners in terms of saying it should close pretty close to the all-time high. It kind of did that. CCJ was the one that we really used. CCJ. We didn't have that one, but that was the one that I said, that's the best of the best. Cameco Core uranium fuel should close towards the high of the year, and it certainly did that. It was a great winner in that regard. 9 is still way over the 14, but this week, for the first time, the 9 crossed negative for the first time since November. Since October. Exact date was the week of the 4th of October. That 9-period moving cross negative. So I have to respect that. So as I say, this is a very separate thing. Next question came in, NKE broke its support. Yeah, I'm negative about this. Even with that big pop up to the 78 area, it's trading right now at 69. Nike, B shares, sports and sportswear, making the lowest low that it's had. Oh, let me just see. Lowest low. Lowest low. What was the name? Superman's girlfriend? Lowest low, lowest something or other. All right. So, all right. The low that was made back in March of 2020 at 60.00, round number, going all the way to the high of 179.10 back. That was November of 2021. Now it's finally, look at this. So this is the candle. So I would do this immediately. I don't know why. I thought I'd done that at one point. Maybe it was in the shorter term. Yeah, it was. So I would have done this. I would have gone from there to there. And I would have said, can I make a left side, right side price time match to give you a sense of when and what? And that would have been from here to there. And that would have been pink. Yeah, this is a big problem. And this is a big problem. I'm looking at this and some of the, oh no, is that the breaking? I've still got tons of stocks to look at. Yeah, look at that. It got there in a shorter time span and it's broken the support. And it doesn't look good. Nike. I'll be right back, folks. Basil Chapman, Packet Initiatives Hour, Dow down 60.
Many trading newsletters attempt to focus on a narrow set of equities or commodities. While this works for some, it oftentimes misses many opportunities that possess huge gain potential. But how is an independent trader supposed to scan the entire market looking for these hidden opportunities? One simple answer: the opening call newsletter. Basil Chapman, developer of the Chapman Wave trading methodology, has been trading the markets for longer than most trading influencers have been alive. And over that time, he has honed his methodology in order to accurately call movements in a wide range of equities, from semiconductors to uranium to key indices and so much more. Basil is old school, taking the time to educate the trader while also giving his insights into key indices, selective stocks, and more. Opening call subscribers also receive access to dozens of educational live streams that can be accessed at any time for your edification. All first-time subscribers receive a 30-day money-back guarantee. So ignore the pop trading influencers and start learning time-tested technical analysis.
Steve Rhodes started his trading career as a student almost 20 years ago, and the student has now become the master. Steve won the prestigious Timer of the Year award in 2018 and barely missed that mark again in 2019, finishing at number 2 for the year. An amazing accomplishment. Steve Rhodes is committed to sharing his techniques and knowledge with anyone who wants to learn, and he shares his vast amount of trading knowledge every day in his Mastering Probability newsletter. Steve's award-winning newsletter, Mastering Probability, is delivered every trading day with updates throughout the afternoon. Sign up for Steve's market newsletter, Mastering Probability, and you'll receive access to 7 of Steve's educational webinars absolutely free. At TFNN, all our newsletters come with a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you have absolutely nothing to worry about. Visit TFNN.com and try Mastering Probability 30 days risk-free today. TFNN, educating investors.
For traders who crave risk, Direxion's daily leveraged and inverse ETFs provide opportunities to magnify short-term perspectives with up to 3 times a daily leverage, utilize bull and bear funds from both sides of the trade, and trade through rapidly changing markets. These are highly leveraged ETFs with daily resetting designed for short-term trading, not long-term investing. Whether you're a bull or a bear, you choose the Direxion. For up-to-date pricing and performance, go to Direxion.com. Investing in the funds involves significant risk and should only be utilized by investors who understand the impact of leverage and actively monitor their portfolio. They are not designed to track the underlying index or security for more than a day. Before investing, carefully consider a fund's investment objective, risk, charges, and expenses contained in the prospectus available at Direxion.com. Read carefully. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
This program is brought to you by Vista Gold, traded on the NYSE American and TSX under the symbol VGZ.
All right, just checking on questions that I had. All right, let me do this. So Triple M. So this, first of all, Boeing. Yeah, Boeing I think has improved a lot. At 184, I must say, if it pulls back to 178, I'll be saying, oh, I'd like a pullback, but 178, is this now stuck in a sideways trading band? So either you buy it here at 184 and you expect it to go to a leg D above that high of 188.48 that was made on the 28th, and that'll be very positive because that'll really help the weekly. Or you say, oh, it's a little shaky right here to buy it because it's kind of in the middle of the move. There's not enough evidence that it's traded in this area before. There's a lot of evidence that there's a lot of support in the 170s. But then if it goes to the 170s, you may say, oh, good arch over. So I'm just suggesting I would prefer for you, I can't remember who asked me, think of buying a call, a Boeing call. This is February. Go to March. Go to March. Just a call. You could go right at the money, 184, or you could go out the money and say, you know what, let's go to 185. You're paying a bit of a premium, but if it gets to the 190s, you're already in the money. To me, just at the moment, that's the only way I can think of it. I need at least another day or two. I wanted it for my subscribers, but all I can say is that I'm still upset. I mean, everybody should be upset with Boeing for having allowed the deterioration in the workmanship. Now I think it has to be improved. But anyway, so that's that. Next question came in. Where was it? This went by the other day. So I had a question about CLF. And I said, I think it's improving. It's got a lot of work to do. And if you're in it, I just raise your stop. So I had a choice. I could have said, okay, now I think the steels are starting to show some strength, but I want to go for the commodity aspect, at least initially, because anything can happen with tariffs and all that. So that's the reason why we went into the copper area, which we haven't been in for a long time. Certainly I've never bought this particular issue, and we'll see if that's going to work out. So this is an improvement, but when I was looking at U.S. Steel X last night, it had actually recovered very nicely, down today 92 cents at 38.38. But that's a nice move pushing away from the 200-period moving average in an E. The weekly chart says, it's just stuck in a range, but that's a big range. You could go back to the 43 area. So from 38 right now to 43, that's 5 points. That's 12% or so. So I'm just saying, I think it's an improvement. And if you look at the general SLX, that's the SLX is the steel sector ETF. It looks almost like U.S. Steel. It's gone to a D right there. So that's important. I think it is a start. It is a change. And that means that looking out over the next 3 months, if we can start to see the steals, if we can start to see different areas that have been terribly weak start to strengthen, I think that's very good. What if we get a sense of not deflation necessarily, but not really rising prices at this particular point, and the hourly wages going up? To me, it's a complicated thing for the Fed. Sometimes I'm saying if everything's looking good and the general market's holding very well, that's kind of an ideal situation. But you also have to look at other things if you're an economist. So the other thing I want to look at here was IBM. So old stocks, I mean, these are the dinosaurs that have come to life. They're the ones now that I'm saying, IBM, let's just look at this, IBM. So IBM is coming back from its 265.72 high of 3 days ago. I do have this as a G/C in both the daily and the weekly, and the monthly is in leg E. I wouldn't be surprised if it does some filling of the gap. So this is part of the tech sector, and that's why I'm saying this is a very interesting period because, it didn't do it, because you've got, how's Bitcoin holding? It's just holding okay. I've said 1910 right now. It's 99,195. I just said I think it's in a sideways consolidation. I don't see it breaking out right now. I don't see it breaking down. And with gold up like this and Bitcoin, of course, the question is, so how's that impacting Robinhood? Robinhood is trading at an all-time high as we speak. It's trading at 55.08, an absolutely fabulous move. Monthly chart leg E. And look at this, that all-time high of 85 back in August of 2021 is a long, long way to go. But the way it's broken out into the wick, that's really, I wait to see how stocks get into the wick. And this is important because at any point, now this is a yearly chart, a monthly chart going back years. If at any point Robinhood can close on a daily basis above 62.50, that's great. If it does it on a weekly basis, it says the next stop is going to be 85. That's a long way to go. So I have to say, okay, that's the upside. What's the downside? Well, the downside is it is somewhat overbought right now. We're fortunate we bought in the 16s back in that August low. We waited, finally got it. But most importantly, what we're looking at here, I've got this as a potential peak F in the daily. It could be an instant restart. 1, 2, 3. No, it missed that. So it's not. But in the meantime, I'm watching it closely because all the technicals are very good in the daily chart. The weekly chart, all the technicals are superb. And the monthly chart are fabulous. But it's way above the green 9-period moving average in the monthly chart. And the green is way above the 14. So at some point, I'm anticipating that Robinhood does have a digestive session. So 51 is your real first support level, the 14-period exponential moving average. If it closes under 51, I'd say if it closes under 50, expect that it could retest the low that was made on the 3rd of February of 48.08. But at this point, it's acting extremely well. Next question I had was, where did we go? Yeah, I forgot about this. I love stocks that have it. The symbols either represent the stock itself or it's just very interesting. So GRRR, GRRR, showed up on my list the other day. This is Guerrilla Technology. Is this the glue? This must be the glue, right? I mean, that is strong glue. So it's trading up today, up 2.26. My target on this would be, and I can't remember who asked the question, the target is 25.88 was the high on the 3rd of January. If it's able to get into this wick right here on a daily basis and hold for about 60, I'd say 90 minutes. If this glue can hold steady and tight for 90 minutes at over 21.30, there's a real good chance to have a quick move to that candle's high of the 6th of January of 22.82. So as it stands right now, it's at 22.09. And remember, if this is Gorilla Glue, you don't really have 90 minutes. You have not even 90 seconds. You have like 9 seconds sometimes. I'll be right back. Basil Chapman, Tiger Conditions Hour, and we're looking at the Dow down 118, S&P down 13.
This year has already been a wild ride for the market. We started off heavily in the red, reversed back to all-time highs, and we now have a trade war looming. Trying to play this chop as an individual trader leads to death by 1,000 cuts. Where does this market go next? Should I add to this position or cut my losses? Where is the next opportunity? Tariffs, trade wars, analysis paralysis. Don't become a victim of this intense market. Instead, join Larry Pesavento over the second and fourth Friday of every month for 3 hours of live trading. Larry has been through many markets just like this one, and the insight he provides is invaluable. The events for this month are February 14th and 21st, 9 a.m. to noon Eastern Time. Get in here and let's start trading. TFNN, educating investors.
In the world of trading, only a few names stand out like Larry Pesavento. A pro's pro with over 50 years of experience, Larry has seen it all. A former Chicago Mercantile Exchange member, Larry has authored 10 books and trained over 1,000 traders with his unmatched expertise. Introducing Fibonacci 24/7, Larry Pesavento's daily trading service that turns the complexity of markets into opportunities. Published every Sunday, receive a comprehensive report packed with detailed commentary, charts, and videos that illuminate the patterns shaping the markets, with updates throughout the week exclusively for subscribers. Whether through charts or videos, Larry's analysis is your roadmap to navigating the markets. You can sign up now at TFNN.com for just $97. And with all TFNN newsletters backed by a 30-day money-back guarantee, you have nothing to risk. For all the details, visit TFNN.com. You'll find Fibonacci 24/7 right under the newsletters tab.
Are you ready to take charge of your financial future? TFNN is your gateway to the world of trading and investing. Whether you're starting out or scaling up, TFNN empowers traders and investors of all skill levels with top-notch investing systems, strategies, and techniques. It's time to protect and grow your money with insight you can trust. Join us live Monday through Friday during market hours for exclusive content that moves with the markets. At TFNN, we bring the trading floor to you. Our seasoned hosts are here to answer your calls and questions live on the air. Check out the Tiger's Den for just $1 and follow us on YouTube and become part of our vibrant community. And remember, at TFNN, we're so confident in the value we provide that we offer a 30-day money-back guarantee on all new premium newsletter subscriptions and services. You have absolutely nothing to risk, so why wait? Tune in live to Tiger TV and transform your trading journey, because when you know better, you invest better. Join us and experience the difference today. TFNN, educating investors.
Don't forget, you can listen to TFNN live on your mobile device 24 hours per day. Go to TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV. That's TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV.
Yeah, so a question about NVIDIA. Yeah, you remember I said yesterday that I don't see there's anything wrong with NVDL as a trading vehicle. It's not going to suddenly collapse or anything like that. No, I'm talking about the principle that's involved in developing it and creating it as a vehicle, a trading vehicle. The price could change, but not the vehicle itself. So NVIDIA is that 9-period moving average is way under the 14. That's a negative. So I'm looking at this and I'm saying a nice bounce today, and then it gave it back minus 24 right now at 128.38. I just think it's kind of stuck. And that weekly chart for the first time has gone S. That's Friday. This is it. 4 o'clock it closes. So this says to me that you got to be a little bit careful. Watch the downside. The 200-period moving average is at 120. So if this takes out Monday or Tuesday, if it takes out 124, closes under it, that's a problem. So just to briefly recap now, the Dow's, something came out. Look at this chart. Just these sudden moves. I don't know what's going on here. Look at that sudden move. Whoops, whoops, whoops. In the E-mini. Anyway, the fact is that at this particular point, I see buying coming in on every one of these dips. It's like, you're just interfering with my up move. What's going on here? So as I see it right now, if the Dow, which is down 239 right now, if it can close only minus 60 by the end of the day, that's going to be a good thing. If it closes towards the 250, minus 250, that's not good, just on the short term. So I'm liking what I see, but I'm talking about, I'll do this in my overview, my video for my subscribers this afternoon when I do my overview video. I'll be talking about this rotation. I think this move in the copper that we identified and which is moving quite nicely is good. I don't know about the financials, the XLF, money going into KRE, the regional banks. It's a work in progress, but slowly but surely you can see, you saw what happened in the steel stocks. There is a move that's trying to rotate into other areas of the economy. That's important. Have a wonderful weekend. Stay tuned for Steve Rhodes, and I will see you Monday. Oh, it's Trump news. Okay, yeah, well, that's what happens.